that swing and that groove once you're back doing it again?
Yeah, you like to think that through practice and through your mental reps you can go out there and function, and but there is an element of getting back into the rhythm, being a starter, and throughout the week, and uh, feeling more comfortable. And I think as an offense, we're feeling more comfortable. We're doing things well, and we're executing.
A little bit more vocal as you've been getting more starts this year.
I wouldn't say I've changed anything like that. When you run the twos, and you're vocal with them, and when you're in there with the ones. A lot of those guys were twos with me, and so there's a comfort factor. Been around them for a long time.
What about with Brandon and CeeDee, guys you don't get a lot of snaps with all the time? Are you more vocal with them, or they kind of expect you to be?
Yeah, both of them are great at communicating. What they see, what I see on different routes or looks, and both obviously very successful veterans that you can rely on. That constant communication and them being open and easy to talk to is huge.
Coach McCarthy and John and I were talking about the third down play to Cooks and all the extra time that the conversations that you guys had lead into that, and knowing that it would be coming up. What are those like? And then when it pays off and you make the completion and clinch the game, what's the satisfaction you get out of something like that?
Yeah, Brandon always says something every week in walkthroughs and stuff, and you make a mistake or there's questions. He always says, "This is why we do it, and that's why you're here all week. That's why you're working." So yeah, we ran a couple times in practice, and he hit me with one move one day I wasn't ready for really, and we talked about timing, and that's just being pros, and that guy's done it everywhere he's been, and you see why he's still around doing it at a high level. And that's just a big-time catch, big-time receiver catch, kind of put it out there, and he gets two hands on it, he's catching it.
How often do you go into a game knowing if there's a critical third down, this is what McCarthy's going to call, and this is where you're going?
Yeah, you have the ones you love and the ones you rep the most, and kind of that's what you start back in April and May doing OTAs. Coach does a great job of kind of installing everything and knowing what we like and what we want in key situations.
Any comfort in knowing the history you have against this team, that quarterback, you beat them before?
I wish it led to success, but the past is the past, and they're a really good offense, so we're gonna have to put up points. No one's really playing the QB position better than Joe right now.
Can you speak to the job that Brock Hoffman's done at Raleigh as well?
Yeah, he's the ultimate communicator. He's running the show up there. He's one of the smartest ball players I've ever been around, and especially as a young guy, how he kind of carries himself and leads that group. It's been big, and the way Rico's running, those guys are starting to gel.
How much do you like the feistiness in Brock?
Yeah, he brings the attitude. It's who he is. Brings that edge to him. He's out there. He's going to fight, and that's kind of what that room always needs. At O-line, you always have guys want to fight, and that's what that group's doing right now.
What did you notice about Chuma when he got in the huddle? Hadn't really played all season, and then gets in there last Thursday. Kind of
yeah, he came out fighting first play. I think he got us a penalty, but he was ready to go, ready to scrap. It was awesome. Again, Chuma's a veteran. It's done it for a while. Great having him back there in the huddle.
It's the first time we've obviously talked to you since the news yesterday with Zach with the season-ending surgery, and you guys have been teammates for a long time. So can you speak to what he means beyond the field and what he means in the room and has meant?
Yeah, it's always tough. The guys battled through everything, and so finally just have to say I got to do the surgery. He's tough as they come. He's been battling all year, and but he'll still be around. He's still in the room, things like that. So we'll see him around, and he still has a presence here.
You guys won a couple of games while he was out. How does that help the confidence on that front now that the news has come that he won't be back?
The guys are ready to play. Luckily for a lot of those guys filling in for him, they got to watch him do it. You get to watch one of the best to ever do it. You learn some stuff. You pick up stuff. That's invaluable things.
You said that no one's playing the quarterback position better than Joe, and I realize you don't go against each other, but when they're rolling the way they're rolling, do you go in thinking, okay, you're going to have to put up some points here in this game with how well that they're playing?
Yeah, you see what they're doing every week. They're putting points up. So every week you go in knowing you got to score, and this week we want to score touchdowns and not field goals.
Cincinnati's defense hasn't been as great this year, but Trey Hendrickson still leads the league in sacks. What have you seen this week that he just does really well coming off the edge?
Yeah, he's got his variety of moves, plays with tons of effort. He's got 11 or 12 sacks where he has for a reason. And he's been doing it for a long time too. Nothing's slowing him down. He can really bend the edge.
Hey there, Cowboys fan. Can you believe we're living in a season where Cooper Rush, our longtime backup QB, is now leading the team? Crazy, right? For years, he's been the guy waiting in the shadows, watching Dak Prescott take charge. But with Dak sidelined due to a hamstring injury, the keys to the offense have landed in Rush's hands. At first, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Those early losses against the Eagles and Texans probably made you wonder if he was ready for the role. But now, Rush has turned things around, helping us secure back-to-back wins. That's a big deal for a team that's struggled with consistency this year. So, what do you think? Is Rush stepping up as a true leader, or are these wins just luck? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're enjoying this dive into Cowboys news, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us reach our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Let's grow together. Now, let's take a closer look at Cooper Rush's contract and see what's fueling all this buzz around him. Alright, now let's get into the numbers. Cooper Rush signed a 2-year deal worth $5 million back in 2023. Not bad, right? But when you look closely, it's a modest contract for someone now steering the Dallas Cowboys. His base salary is $2.25 million per year, and while that might sound decent, it's actually pretty average for a backup quarterback. The deal includes a guaranteed $2.7 million and a signing bonus of $1.25 million. Oh, and here's an interesting detail. His cap hit is $2.87 million, but the dead cap value is just $625,000. Essentially, the Cowboys have a lot of flexibility with this deal. But here's the real question, is Rush's current performance outshining his paycheck? Think about those last 2 games, no turnovers and solid control of the offense. If he keeps this up, Jerry Jones might be forced to renegotiate. So, what do you think? Should the Cowboys give Rush a bigger deal or stick to their budget? Share your opinion in the comments. And hey, if you love this kind of breakdown, make sure to subscribe and join our growing Cowboys family. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next update. Now let's talk about what really matters, Cooper Rush's performance on the field. After a shaky start with back-to-back losses, Rush stepped up in a big way. His recent wins against the Commanders and the Giants were a breath of fresh air for all of us. No turnovers, smart decision-making, and a steady hand under pressure, exactly what the Cowboys needed. It's not just about avoiding mistakes, though. Rush has shown he can lead the offense with confidence, which is something every fan loves to see. Those 2 wins marked the first time this season we've had back-to-back victories. That says a lot about the kind of impact he's making, doesn't it? So, here's a poll for you. Do you think Rush has earned a shot at a starting role in the future, or should he remain the reliable backup we've known him to be? Drop your vote in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Every click helps us bring you more in-depth Cowboys content. Let's keep this momentum going together. Now, let's look to the future. Cooper Rush is nearing the end of his 2-year contract, which means big decisions are coming. If the Cowboys don't renew his deal, Rush will hit unrestricted free agency. Imagine the possibilities. Teams looking for a solid, reliable QB might come knocking, and who knows what kind of offers he could receive. But let's be real, it's all up to Jerry Jones. With Rush's recent performances, you have to wonder if Jerry sees him as more than just a temporary fix. Could Rush secure a long-term role in Dallas, or will the Cowboys let him walk? It's a high-stakes decision that will shape both Rush's career and the team's future. What do you think? Should the Cowboys offer him an extension, or is it time to explore other options? Share your thoughts in the comments. And while you're here, why not subscribe to our channel? Hit the notification bell, and you'll never miss an update on this evolving story. Coming up, we'll reflect on Rush's incredible journey, from an overlooked rookie to the leader of America's team. Cooper Rush's story is one of resilience. Remember when he signed that rookie deal back in 2017? It was worth just $1.7 million, with a signing bonus of only $5,000. Hardly the kind of contract that screams future leader, right? But Rush kept grinding, waiting for his moment. Fast forward to now, and he's leading the Dallas Cowboys through one of their toughest seasons. Whether he's the hero we didn't know we needed or just a temporary solution, one thing is clear, he's earned respect. And who doesn't love an underdog story like this? So, tell me, do you think Rush's journey is just getting started, or is this his peak moment? Drop your take in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Let's keep this Cowboys conversation alive.